All right, Coach. Well, it may be a bit soggy, but that certainly hasn't deterred this fan base. A great crowd on hand to battle the raindrops at Nissan Stadium in Nashville. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Tennessee Titans. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 30 base, let's go.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Let's go.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. It's a second down run with Sanders.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Bravo. Tens the mic. Ready.
They'll look to throw here. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
Ready, set. 59 mark. Check, 59. Okay, double up.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. A little too much extracurricular there.
And you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. Sponge. Brace don't travel. Hayward. Check 37. Hatchet. High 7, let's go.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
Here we go. 50. Plant. Right, Roger. Hey, we got this.
2nd and 9 now. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. T.Y. Hilton, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go. Set, ready? 60 Pittsburgh. Watch the run. Hey, wahoo! Hey, watch the screen. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Lee Griffin.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
And the Browns first down.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Let's go, D. 41. Yo, go. You don't want none. 6 guys. Check 6 guys. Watch it, go.
They'll drop the throw. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
Hey, I'm coming on. Hey, team 6. 41's the mic. Check 41. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. Yep. 41's Mike. Check that out. Go.
2nd and 10. Looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. Johnson was the intended receiver. The CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Let's go. Set. 90. Wolf. Single. Check 3. Key to tight end. Check safety.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week, and here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Back to throw here. And it's caught. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
You can't block me. Check 3.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. It's the fullback. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Got it.
The Browns drive about to get started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead.
Hey, high 7. We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check, 41. Hey, Delta. You got it, son. Hey, 41's mic. 41's mic. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball. 5.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Tackle made by Foley Fadukasi, the former UConn Husky. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Brian Burns, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
On the set. 59 Mike. Check, 59. Watch the curve. Watch the curves. Box try. Mike, check. Ready, go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started, and it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him, but whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Look at me. Zipper. Hey, dude.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This goes to Mack on the check down. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. He completes this one to Mack. I think that's Mack who's still down. Yeah, it is. Mack apparently shaken up there. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Now! Smooth! Hey, 4-1 Mike. Hey, pick your game up. 6-6, pull it high. Kill. Go. Hey, orbit. 41, Mike, 41.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They'll look to throw. He's going to wind up and air it out. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A.J. Brown with touchdown number 8 on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Back to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Anthony Walker came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Hey, let's go. 41 Mike. You. Shit. Take 4.
He'll look to throw. Gets it to Gordon. Finding some room at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Hey, 4-1 Mike. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field. Let's go.
They'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18.
Partners, a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the balls we just saw there.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Big series right here. We got to step it up. On your team. Are you ready?
They'll set up a throw. Got Gordon open, completes it. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a 1st down.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup.
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2, and he'll go down inside the 15 at his own 13-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are. Figure out the things that they really...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
All right, let's go ahead and detail this situation here. 3rd and long coming up, back near your own goal line. I would be very hesitant about throwing the football in this situation.
Maybe just run up the middle?
Yeah, I think that might be the spot for them. You got to try and find some space for your punter because you don't want him backed up where he has to alter what he does.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw, and they're going to sack him yet again. The pass rush has been relentless. This time, it yields a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Second and 5. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Well, they've already allowed 3 sacks in this first half, now a holding penalty.
So I think drastic measures had to be taken, right? The regular way was not working. He was getting hit almost every snap, it felt like. They had to try and keep him upright.
Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Tight dog. Alert 3. Shoot.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. But there's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Jones has it. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursue, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
Let's go one more. 41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Stop your whining. Hey, alert 3. Go. Check 43.
Now back to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
17 yards. First down, Browns.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
We got 3. Hey. Hey, Steve 6. Here we go. Watch tight end. Tight right. Check. Go.
They'll look to throw here. This is the tight end, Njoku. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
And the Browns first down.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. Out is Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, this from 33. Myers' kick is good. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, this is taken at his 4. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41. Come to my work. We want it. Come to my work. Watch out. Slam. Shoot. Switch. Slam.
They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Geno Atkins, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Hard. Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
Back to throw here. And the catch made by Johnson. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That goes for a gain of 31. Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10.
I got it. Shift. Check. Hot route. Ready.
They'll drop to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Ready? Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Coming. Mike 41. We've got to wait.
Hey, high 7. Go. Jackrabbit. Mike.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, 41 Mike. All right, T, let's go. All right, T. Mike 41. Let's go, D.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Daquan Jones able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now after the punt on that play, we've got a man down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back.
Ready, break. Mike 10. Here we go. 61. Matchbox, right.
They'll run on 1st down. Sanders. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Go.
2nd and 6. It's caught by Sanders. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice gain.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with a football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And the catch made by Hilton. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. That one goes for 30 yards. They'll run with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few.
And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Tyler Lockett with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is taken at his 4. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Go now. 60 outlaw, 80 weapons.
On the stop. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Hey, shoot.
41's the mic.
Snap.
Looking to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
I wonder, Brandon, I just wonder. You think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the 1st down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking 1st down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a 1st down.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it.
4 down. 41's the mic. 41's the mic. Check 41.
Pilot, 64, weak.
Shit. Rush in.
They're going to try and throw. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a 1st down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. Well, that's one of those in-between spots where you like to rely on analytics. Did you like the decision to go for it?
Frankly, I did, because you know I'm an aggressive guy. But that the analytics and the old school go by your feel, that's got to marry up a little bit better, because that one felt like an...
That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 35.
Well, we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Once again with Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He'll drop to throw. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Miles Sanders His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for him.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And always sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A big play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. They'll run with Sanders. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave.
T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. Touchdown, Titans. T.Y. Hilton, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Butker on for the PAT. And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the 2nd extra point he's missed so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started.
61, matchbox lights. Hey, Echo.
Check out 25, check 25, check 25. Switch it, come on, switch it. Check.
Protein spill. Check up.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He completes this one to Mack. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Hey, watch it.
Recon, 152 fighter. Bravo.
41 Mike. Let him know.
Back to throw. Being chased out left. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's
The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Exit.
Check 15. Check 26. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards. You're at the point in the game right now where you got to start taking some chances, and that chance paid off.
And it's a good idea to be that aggressive because, truthfully, the defensive guys, they're just playing not to make a mistake. That often means you can make a big play against them.
He's checking.
Ready?
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland 1st down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
Hey, Charlie. 5.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Deontay Johnson, his 1st touchdown on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count.
Wahoo!
Hey, 4-1's Mike.
Yes.
Mike 41. Hey, let's get off the field, D. 41's coming.
Get it.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And they're going to get the 2. It's caught. So they get the conversion. And now we're back to a 1-score game. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
at their own 27-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. 2nd and 13. He's got it to Hilton. A first down there on a pickup at 25. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
They go play action here on first down. The open man here, Renfro. It's a room to maneuver. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. Now, we know this offense has the potential to strike quickly, and they just bit off 2 huge plays on back-to-back snaps.
So on the other side of the ball, you've got to go band of brothers thought process. No one left behind, no pointing fingers, no accusations, because if you don't, those quick strikes we just saw, they become long-lasting.
No gain on the play there, second down. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the kick by Butker is good. And that will extend their lead even further. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
You go tight. You got tight.
Hey, rock it. Hit it.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Wide, get wide.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Space to maneuver at the 40. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
70, Indy.
Check, 47.
Hey, Alpha.
Man, I got you. Hey, check Mike 47. Check Mike 47. Watch the run. Check. Lucky.
Now.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. The Browns will quickly use their third and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Let's go, D. Let's go. Mike's 47. Mike's 47. Too little, Cut. Check 99. Check 99. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship.
Now back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. It's a big play there for the Browns. 52 yards. Whether it's a touchdown or a field goal, whatever it is, they need to score quickly here on first down.
47 to Mike, boy, 47. Check, 47. I'll get him.
Hey, I-7.
Hey, check, Mike, 47. Check, Mike, 47. Silver.
Be driven.
They'll look to throw to the goal line, but it's incomplete. Zay Jones was the intended receiver, but it'll be second and goal. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal.
Hey! Hey, Delta!
47 is the mic. If you don't get this boy, you think you
Go!
Second and 10. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with two straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
Hey, box
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on 3rd and goal here. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Here we go. 50, man. Watch the curl.
They will take the knee here, and they will finish this regular season with a victory.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Tennessee, they will indeed finish over 500 at 9-7. And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average